Welcome back to race 5, the City Autos Moto 3 125 GP. Trevor Ward groupage Super Sport 400 and the Moto 450. We're straight into the race and we're on board here with Paul Maguire. Paul Maguire getting a good start there. Andy Farrell just in front from there. He's going to try to track him down now through the rest of the race as they head towards the first jump. And for anyone who doesn't know road racing watching, this is 3 races in one. We have the 125, so we had our first, then we have the Moto 450, and then the Super Sport 400, which is who we're on board with now here with Paul Maguire. So we see the 125, the first wave starting to head down into the first dip. That's Paul Robinson. You can get a good idea of the speed now off the stationary camera. As I said, Paul Robinson leading there, William Dunlop tucked in, Warren Reeves in there too. We just take a check in there, see how Paul Maguire is doing, get ready for the 450s to come through. That's Farquhar leading the 450s. Oh, and the Super Sport, there's Andy Farrell just behind him with Paul Maguire, and we have David Yomas tucked in there somewhere. Just a very interesting class, the 400cc sport. Pretty evenly matched machines here all round. We've Paul Robinson there leading the 125s. We've Sam Dunlop and Warren Reeves tucked in there too. It'll be interesting to see how that race fares out. We're back on with Paul Maguire as he starts to round again. There's Farquhar in first there in the 450s, Andy Farrell, Paul Maguire there, and then we have Oak behind him there. That's definitely David Yomas. He looks like he's on a bit of a mission today. Braking hard now for the next corner. This, I wouldn't say, is an easy corner to master as you're coming out of this right hand bend, 90-degree right, and then straight out and flat to the boards, up through the gears, trying to catch the person ahead of you. I'm going to jump forward to the last corner, and there's David Yomas making a move on Paul Maguire. David Yomas has made it through. Let's see what Paul can do about this. And Paul seems to have a bit more drive close, very, very close there, but Paul got a bit more drive out of the corner. Alright, heading up here now into this first big right hand bend, long sweeping right and exceptionally fast, leading up here onto the first jump. As you can see, we're starting to approach that now. Paul Maguire, oh, massive air over the first jump, must have lost a bit of drive, and Yomas is back up in front. Yomas, as you said, on a mission. David Yomas down to one bike this year, so I presume he's out to prove a point. Excellent rider there, David. We're going to jump back to the 125s here, and it's William Dunlop absolutely flying, leading the race, and look at the gap he's opened up there. William Dunlop there in first place in the 125s. Now we have Sam Dunlop coming back over the race as he heads down into the first bomb hole. Sam running an excellent race, maybe a little short of funding this year, but we're back on board now with Paul Maguire as he heads to the bomb hole. And just see the speed on that on board as he's coming through. Tight section here, Farquhar clocked at 94 through that corner. And we're back on with the 125s. Yeah, it's definitely William Dunlop in the lead. Paul Robinson looks like he's in fourth place there as we wait for the second round. Oh, it's Wayne Kennedy ahead of Sam Dunlop there. Sam giving up one position there. We're flying around. There's Warren Reeves, their featured ride. We have an on board from Warren as well later on in this race. As we wait for the 450s to come through, I think we could guess who's leading this. And yes, it is. It's Ryan Farquhar, absolutely flying away there. I don't think he'll be caught in the 450. The setup is just too good. Oh, as the rest of the 125s, we have Andy Farrell there coming through. Andy Farrell's the leader of the 400cc races. We're coming up there with Paul Maguire coming around that bend, and David Yomas in front of him there. Oh, what a tight, fast section, and David Yomas in the side of the hedge there as they're coming up to brake. And let's see what can be done on the brake. See who's the late brakes. Oh, that's David Yomas sticking it up the inside, the number 75, Mark McNeely. It looks like Paul's starting to size him up now as well for a pass. Mark McNeely there on the 125, and Paul's 400 showing the pace of the 400 there, just getting past him. We're going to hop on board here as Andy Farrell passes out Warren Reeves. We're on board now with Warren Reeves, Chase and Paul Maguire. Paul Maguire size up Jack Sands. Paul Maguire taking out another 125 there as he's building up the pace. Paul absolutely, oh, bug splatter right to Paul's camera there. Andy Farrell still ahead of Warren Reeves there as the two of them are absolutely steaming through in the quickest sections of this track as they head towards probably one of the narrowest sections of this track. Andy Farrell's still in the lead, but Warren Reeves doing great to even keep him in sight. Warren Reeves only in a second year here, but still posting the fastest lap time with 3:36 and lap 2 there, absolutely flying. As Paul Maguire starts to make his way up now to one of the narrowest sections, we're watching Warren Reeves as he starts to head across the 3 jumps there. Warren, actually you can see him on the limiter there. A bit of a shake as he goes through the first dip, and Paul's back into the narrow section. Oh, another big shake from Warren Reeves there as he heads through the third or fourth bomb hole there. This is exciting racing to say the least. These two guys, remember, started in 2 different ways, so we have Paul Maguire slightly behind Warren Reeves as Warren Reeves started in the 125 group, and Warren is absolutely nailing it. You see his bike hitting the limiter there every time he comes out of a corner. Paul Maguire knows this back section of the track fairly well, so he's hoping to make up some time. Warren Reeves absolutely flat to the boards, as you can see it there, the limiter, just hitting the limiter everywhere. As Paul Maguire heads in there to one of the benches, who's flying out there. His experience is definitely going to pay off here. We're back onto the 125, and William Dunlop still steaming ahead. Absolutely commanding lead now over this race. As there will be Paul Robinson there in second. And that's going to be an interesting 125 race. Very, very, very interesting. We're back on here. Oh, looks like Yomas has overtaken Warren Reeves. That's it. David Yomas definitely overtaken Warren Reeves there as they head into the last turn for the last lap. And we have Farquhar here in the 450 race. Yeah, definitely last lap. Farquhar down through the bomb hole. Nobody near Farquhar. Completely on his own there in the 450 race. We may as well just give that guy first, second and third because he is just so quick. So quick. As the lads are heading up the last lap. Oh, we're back to the 125s now, and we've Sam Dunlop in a great position now. It looks like he's holding 4th or 5th. We'll have to know when we see the corrective times coming in at the end. Warren Reeves absolutely flying. And oh, here we go, as the race leader of the 400 is Andy Farrell as he heads down into the first bomb hole. We're flying here. Oh, and there we go. There is Yomas, and we have Warren Reeves there as he heads down. Little bit of a shake there as he goes down into the bomb hole. He should be coming up. We should have Paul Maguire here any moment coming up into the dip, and it looks like he's starting to approach the jump now. He is indeed, and there he is. It's Paul Maguire heading down there into the dip. Nice line through there, very similar to William Dunlop's. Back on board now, Warren Reeves as he starts to go through the fastest section of the course. He's nailed it, back down on the brakes, 90-degree right, and then back out into the left and flat to the board, as you can see. First, second, third Warren, no holding him back. Paul Maguire absolutely flying through that tight section as well as he comes to the same corner. Warren was just that. Harden the brakes, and you can see the bike there starting to shake under the braking. And Paul Maguire, no slouch coming out of that corner either. Warren is on one of the quickest sections of the track now, and as you can see, he's literally on the limit there, light flashing the whole way through. Warren, be careful that bike doesn't blow up, and you're absolutely flying there. But Paul Maguire's experience there, you can see he's starting to make up a little bit of time. Absolutely flying around this left-hand bend, Paul Maguire. Absolutely flying. Warren looks like he's drifting around that right-hand bend. But as you can see, the lean angle of these bikes, the tyres, the track, it's just, this is exciting racing, people. Very, very exciting racing. As we said, this is probably one of the quicker sections of the track, so the smaller bikes like the 125 and the 400 will be literally on their limit as fast as these bikes can go. As we were talking to Derek was saying we could do maybe 170 mile an hour here on a super sport bike. So this track is not one to be laughed at. It is an incredible track. 5.2 miles of sheer excitement. It's got everything. Dips, bends, jumps, you name it. It's there. Tight sections. Warren's heading in now to one of the tighter sections. And he's seeing absolutely flying quite close to the hedge there. A small wobble as he's coming out. Paul Maguire starts to set himself up now to go into that tight section. Warren is absolutely flying and wobbles all over the place. Warren, hold on tight. And we have Paul Maguire's back into that tight section now, and similar lines to the two. Both riders taking similar lines there, even though they are completely bright. Warren having another bit of a little moment there flying through. And Paul Maguire is absolutely flying. See, spectators just standing there. I'm sure he must have looked like a blur to those guys. As Warren Reeves is heading into the second last 90-degree bend, and he is on it and out again. As you can see, at the limit of flashing there. Paul Maguire absolutely flying as he starts to come up to the first corner. I'm sure Paul Maguire is starting to make up some time here as well. But Warren flat to the boards through that left-hand bend. Paul Maguire coming through to one of the last sections of the track. So remember, we are on the last lap here, and we should have the results after this. As we know, there's 3 races in this, so it's all going to be done at corrective time. Leader probably won't be known to the end, but of course Farquhar won away with the 450 race as usual. And Andy Farrell absolutely flying there in the 400, chased there by David Yomas. David Yomas looking like he's a point to prove. But we're getting up closer, and we're up to the last corner. Warren Reeves is reaching the last corner of the last lap. Be interesting to see what the times are here. As Warren flies around, there's the checkered flag and a small wheelie from Warren there. And then Warren's back up and he's heading into the pits. Well, Paul Maguire here in the last bend here, he's absolutely flying. Checkered flag for Paul Maguire there as well. Can't wait to see what the results of this race are. And it looks like Paul's heading into, little stoppy there from Paul, little crowd pleaser. Sam Dunlop finishing up there in 4th and Warren Reeves in 6th. We had Andy Farrell in 1st, David Yomas 2nd, and Paul Maguire 3rd in the 400s.